What's going on today, people? This is your boy Tunchi, and this is YBE Today, I got a question for my man E. Davis. But before we get into that, we got to pay some bills. Go to www.ybetv.org/shop. We have the business credit course where we teach you how to build the business and we teach you how to get business credit. The business marketing course where we teach you how to get employees and get your name out there. We got the personal credit course where we teach you all about your personal credit and it's kids friendly. We got the mentorship program where we got different purchase programs where you could get mentorship straight from me and I will help you out in your journey in trucking. Last but not least, we got the shirts. We will make shirts for you and we set up your business if you need that service. All right, today, and if you got any questions, go down to www.ybetv.org, go down to Ask Tune, and just fill out the form and send it to me, and I'll get it just like I got this. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm reading it straight off the website. All right. It say, thanks, bro, for the discount and the course. It was Black History Month. We ran a special. So much good information. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm doing this step by step. I'm going step by step with it. One question. On your business checklist, what kind of insurance, bonds, etc. are you talking about? Is it once you get your truck or after? Like liability insurance and things like that. I need before I get a truck. Okay. Now, when it comes down to that, what it is like this. In the business course, I said make sure you get your license and things of that nature and get your insurance and things of that nature. That's because that course is for any industry. It's for anybody doing anything. So a lot of times, like let's just say if you're doing carpentry or you're doing drywall or plumbing or anything of that nature, you run into, hey, you need license and bonding. Now in trucking, you need a license to drive a truck, right? Which is considered a CDL. You need your license. And also you need insurance. Yes, anytime you're moving any vehicle up the street, it needs to be insured. So you need to make sure that everything is in order. And that right there is some of the things that when you're going after bigger creditors, they're going to ask like, hey, how's your business set up? Okay, do you have insurance? Do you have license? Do you have this? Do you have that? Is everything intact? They may even say, hey, you need to show us that these things are intact because we want to make sure that it's not a big liability. For example, if you're driving a semi truck and it's not insured, which you can some of the way, like some of the way they'll say, you ain't got to get physical damage. You ain't got to get that with a lot of companies. They say, oh, okay, well, it's like we cover, well, if you hit anything, we'll cover everybody else, but that's your truck. So if you own that truck and it's paid off, nobody gonna say that if you hit something, you want to get a check so you could be able to get you another truck. That's just on you. So let's just say the guy go out there, he got a loan for this much, and he paying on it not for the truck, but he paying on it for some equipment for the biz. He bought a trailer or something, and then he not insured, and he hit something. You know what's gonna happen? They gonna say, oh well, we not really covering that, sir. We not about to play with you because like you didn't get the physical damage and then you not going to be able to pay for nothing and you don't have the money to fix your truck and move on with your life. So a lot of companies is saying like, hey, we want to make sure all your I's is dotted and your T's is crossed. So that's all it is. Now, as far as bond being bonded, that's mostly in the industry, like in the construction industry, I call it, when you're dealing with an electrician or a plumber or somebody who does drywall or carpentry or anything of that nature. A lot of them say that you got to be licensed and bonded. Now, that's something totally different. We're not trying to get into. Now, one of the things he asked, okay, like liability insurance and things like that, I need before I get a truck. No, not that I would think. I don't think that you would need like truck insurance before you actually have a truck. I think that would most likely be kind of throwing money down the drain. When you get your truck, you're going to have to insure it anyway, for the most part. Like 90% of the way, you're not going to be able to get rid of that, especially if you're paying on it. Most people are like, hey, look, we're not about to give you no $40,000-$50,000 loan and you going out here running on the roads in the worstest parts of the country with some of the worstest weather in the country, and then you think that we not going to want that thing to be insured. Oh no, you're going to insure that before you drive this off the lot. You're going to get an insurance company to show us a certificate or something like that. So for the most part, you're going to get that. But when you pay it off, I had companies like I rode around uninsured for a while, and it wasn't because I didn't want to. It was because I didn't know. I was so used to being signed on with a company that they insured everything and they took care of physical damage, that this other company, they didn't tell me like, hey, you just need to get bobtail. So I went out and got bobtail insurance, and then one day the insurance company called me that I was with, and they was trying to sell me physical damage. They was like, hey, you need physical damage. I was like, I don't think I do. And they were like, no, like, you're not covered for physical damage. I don't think. You need to call your company. So I called the company like, hey, am I covered for physical damage? They were like, oh no, we don't do that. We don't cover that. That's up to you to do. I was like, so are you serious? So you telling me if I would have gotten into an accident, they was like, yeah, you wouldn't have had coverage. You would have just, we would have covered whoever got hurt, all their equipment, but yours wouldn't have been covered. You would have just took a loss. I'm like, oh my God. So I called them back up like, hey, let me get physical damage. So that's something that you need to look into. If you got to have insurance outside of your company where they say, go get your own insurance, make sure that you're checking to make sure you got coverage for physical damage. So I would say that's how I feel about that. This is one of the things I learned. This is your boy Tunchi signing off. If you don't want to end up in a box, think outside of it. YB.